everyone, it's Mindy Eggen for Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine. And have you ever bought holiday products and then only used them once a year for that holiday? Well, today I'm showing you how to turn St. Patrick's Day supplies into a friendship card that you can use anytime. With just a few simple changes to color, you can stretch your seasonal products and create something completely different. So I went through my stash and I dug out supplies that were meant for St. Patrick's Day cards, and I'm going to walk you through some of those now. I do have a couple basic dies, for instance, the Stitched Clouds Duo die. I have the Perfect Pennant St. Patrick's Day theme, and I really just wanted the clovers out of that set. Then I have a Rainbow Bright, which is another great kind of staple to have because rainbows are just fun. I have Here Comes the Sun stamp set, My Lucky Charm for the sentiment. I'll be using the Funfetti background stamp and then the Cloud 9 embossing folder. All of these products do come from Tailored Expressions, but I bet if you dig through your stash, you'll find something that would work for this. I'm going to do kind of a modified rainbow, so I have cardstock in bubblegum, cupcake, pear, saltwater taffy, blue raspberry, and berry smoothie. Now, since I know all of the products that I want to use on my card, I'm going to go through and just create all of the elements first because I had a basic idea of what I wanted to do. Now, instead of doing just a rainbow, I wanted to step up my rainbow a little bit by stamping on it. So I'm going to take all of those pieces of cardstock that I showed you. They're cut to 4¼ by 5½. I'm starting with a bubble gum, and I just placed it down in the bottom of my MISTI using repositionable tape to kind of hold it down in place for right now. I'm placing the Funfetti background stamp over the top to cover the entire background, and then I'm going to stamp it in bubblegum ink. So in all of these cards, I'm going to be using the same color of ink as the cardstock to do tone-on-tone stamping. This is just going to give it a little added interest, but of course, this rainbow would look really great on its own without any stamping. It's just another way to kind of stretch your background stamps too. So we had cupcake ink with the cupcake cardstock, pear, saltwater taffy, and then we have the blue raspberry and berry smoothie. Next, I'm going to bring in the Rainbow Bright die. And again, like I said before, this is a really just kind of great staple to have in your collection because rainbows always just make people smile. So I'm going to take all of those stamped panels and I am going to die cut this out of each of those panels. So I'm lining it up on the front of each of the card fronts. I'm going to hold it down with a low tack tape and run that through the die cut machine. And it's going to cut out all of those rainbow rays in one pass. So I did that for each of the colors. I set that off on the side because as I mentioned, I'm just kind of building up all of my components. Now I'm taking sugar cube cardstock that's cut to 4¼ by 5½, and I ran that through my die cut machine using that embossing folder. Now let's move on to some stamping. So I'm going to be using the Here Comes the Sun stamp set. I'm going to stamp this particular sun. It's got these really fun dotted rays to it using mango ink. There is a centerpiece for it that's just a circle. You could stamp that right in the center of that previously stamped image, but it does have a coordinating die. And I love having the option of popping things up with dimension. So I'm going to stamp that in potato chip ink, but then to add a little bit of interest to this as well, I'm taking the mango and just tilting my ink pad to get just the edges of the sun. I'll move on to doing my sentiment, and for this one, I'm using the set My Lucky Charm. Now, this stamp set I purposely picked because it came out in a release that was meant for St. Patrick's Day, but there is a lot of really great sentiments on here. A fun thing about this set is that you can stamp the word lucky, like I'm going to do here, but there is a die if you wanted to die cut out each of those letters in maybe a glitter cardstock. The sub-sentiments do come all on one stamp set, and the great thing about it is they die cut all at once. So you're going to have a bunch of those sentiments ready to go. All of my stamping is done, so I am going to line up the coordinating dies for both the word lucky. Now, this coordinating die for the word lucky is actually like a shadow piece. So it die cuts out the stamped image, but you can use that as a shadow piece if you die cut out the letters individually. Off screen, I die cut out the Stitched Clouds Duo from white cardstock and from a white glitter cardstock. I'm going to start kind of placing all of my components together to see if my idea is going to work out. So I lined up all of the rays for the rainbow. So I picked out one of each of those colors. I placed them over my embossed background, bringing in my sentiment, my sun, and then also the stitched cloud. So I'm kind of getting a general layout idea. Now, this set that I'm going to be bringing out here, this is called the Perfect Pennants St. Patrick's Day. And I really just wanted the clover off of that. And I plan on adding that to the front of my card. So even though this is not a St. Patrick's Day card, I still think it's really fun to add in that clover because I am lucky to call you a friend. Now, here's a little trick you can do with your rainbow. So I flipped them over and I'm going to butt them up right next to each other. And then I'm going to hold that in place with a low tack tape. Any type of tape will work for this. I am using a Scotch removable tape, but you could use the Spellbinder's Best Ever Craft tape, anything that will secure those together. This is going to make it a lot easier for you to move the rainbow around until you find the perfect placement. So I put the tape down at the bottom of the rainbow. I'm also going to put some tape kind of in the center and then also right up at the top. So now I'm ready to start putting all of my components together and creating my card. I'm going to start out with a side folding card base. I added a tape runner to the top and I can start by attaching my embossed panel. You could use a plain white piece of cardstock or even a light blue to mimic the sky. I just thought having the clouds in the background was kind of a nice touch to add just that subtle interest. I'm popping up my rainbow by adding foam tape to the back, and I'm really making sure when I add that foam tape that it's covering a lot of where those rays are right next to each other. So that way I making sure that it is secure. And then I remove the backing of that foam tape and place that on the front of my panel. Then I'm adding my sun and I put a little bit of foam tape on the part of the sun that's going to be overhanging the rainbow and liquid glue on the other half. I laid out the sentiment to see where I wanted it to be. And for my cloud, which is going to be tucked behind it, I layered those two together and offset it using thin foam squares. Then I'm going to add the sentiment. Now, the sentiments I did stack with an additional piece of white cardstock, and I want to know your opinion here. So, one thing I struggled with was where I wanted it to be centered. Did I want it to be centered over the rainbow, or did I want it centered on the actual card front? I decided to go with centering it on the card front so the margins are even on each side. But would you have centered it over the rainbow? Let me know in the comments. And then my last finishing touch is adding that clover. That's going to be just slightly overhanging my word lucky. And I had used scrap cardstock from my rainbow to die cut that as well. I hope this gives you some inspiration to look at your holiday products in a new way. If you enjoyed this project, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more card making inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.